Hello everyone, and welcome back to our channel, where we bring you in-depth political analysis and commentary on the latest developments shaping South Africa's democracy. If you haven't already, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe, and leave your thoughts in the comments below. Your engagement helps this channel grow and reach more viewers like you. Today, we are diving into a topic that's been stirring quiet conversations in political circles, corporate boardrooms, and township gatherings alike: the idea of billionaire businessman and philanthropist Patrice Motsepe possibly stepping into the ring for the leadership of the African National Congress. Now, before you say, "What? Motsepe for ANC president?" Let's unpack this properly. During a recent interview, ANC Secretary-General Fikile Mbalula didn't mince his words when addressing the growing speculation around Motsepe's political future. While Mbalula was clear that any South African has the right to aspire to leadership, even within the ANC, he drew a firm line about how one climbs that ladder in the ruling party. And that route, according to him, starts with grassroots involvement, not bank balances or boardroom titles. Mbalula stated plainly, Patrice Motsepe, like any other South African, is free to express interest in any leadership position. But the ANC is a membership-based organization. If he wants to lead, he must be a member in good standing and actively participate in a branch. These remarks aren't coming out of nowhere. They follow increasing whispers in the media and within ANC factions that Motsepe, who is not only one of South Africa's richest men but also the president of the Confederation of African Football and executive chairman of African Rainbow Minerals, could be seen as a unifying figure for a deeply fractured ANC. The ruling party is currently grappling with multiple internal crises: sharp electoral decline, factionalism, public disillusionment, and corruption scandals that have eroded its credibility over the past decade. The idea of bringing in a politically clean, financially independent figure like Motsepe has obvious appeal for some within the movement. But here's the catch: Motsepe has never publicly declared any intention to enter politics. In fact, he's been quite deliberate in distancing himself from it. However, the situation is complicated by his close family connection to President Cyril Ramaphosa. Motsepe is Ramaphosa's brother-in-law, which has only intensified speculation about a broader family political dynasty in the making. This is why Mbalula's statement matters. It's not just a procedural clarification, it's also a subtle warning shot. You can fast-track into leadership in the ANC, no matter how wealthy or connected you are. According to Mbalula, you don't just wake up and become a leader of the ANC. You join the movement, serve, and are nominated through structures. Branches are the lifeblood of the ANC. That's a very loaded message. On the surface, it reinforces the democratic processes of the ANC, that positions are earned through service, not status. But beneath that, it signals tension between those who want to preserve traditional structures and political loyalty, and those who believe the ANC needs radical renewal, even if it means tapping external candidates with no political baggage. Political analyst Dr. Cyril offered some sharp insight into this moment. He said, and I quote, "The ANC is under pressure to renew itself, but the rules remain clear." Mbalula's statement reinforces the party's commitment to procedure over personality. That's quite telling. What we are witnessing is a struggle between two competing futures for the ANC. One that stays rooted in its liberation history, built from the ground up by card-carrying members, and another that sees salvation in outsiders, be they technocrats, business leaders, or politically adjacent figures like Motsepe, who haven't paid their dues in the trenches but bring fresh credibility. Let's not forget, the ANC is gearing up for its National General Council, a crucial gathering where leadership, renewal, and policy direction are likely to dominate discussions. The Motsepe question, whether he actually runs or not, hangs over those proceedings like a shadow. It represents a broader anxiety: can the ANC save itself from within, or must it look outside its own structures to survive? There's also a class dynamic here. Some within the ANC believe the party is increasingly seen as a vehicle for elites, and that parachuting in billionaires or CEOs only cements that image. Others argue that someone like Motsepe, with vast economic clout and a clean reputation, could fundamentally restore the ANC's credibility. And let's be honest, in a post-Zuma, post-state capture South Africa, credibility is the real currency in politics. Motsepe may not have asked for the speculation, but his name brings weight, and his potential role, even symbolically, is being heavily debated. Mbalula's comments also serve as a signal to internal factions: don't try to bend the rules. This wasn't just a message to Motsepe, it was a message to anyone in the ANC who believes they can shortcut the process using influence or money. The gatekeeping of branches remains the ANC's defensive wall against external attempts to seize control of the party. It also speaks to the internal power struggle within the ANC's National Executive Committee. The Ramaphosa-aligned reformists may see Motsepe as an ally, or at least a neutral figure who won't challenge their agenda. But the more traditionalist or radical factions, including those with loyalty to Zuma or the RET, Radical Economic Transformation, camp, are likely to push back hard against any such move. And while Motsepe has never said he wants the top job, his proximity to power, his success, and his squeaky clean image mean his name will continue to surface as long as the ANC remains in a state of ideological and moral drift. In the end, Mbalula is reminding everyone, both inside and outside Luthuli House, that the ANC may be weak, but it's not open for takeover by tycoons. At least, not without playing by the rules. So, what do you think? Should the ANC open itself up to fresh leadership from the outside, even if it means changing the rules? Or is Fikile Mbalula right to insist that leadership must be earned from the ground up, regardless of wealth or family connections? Let us know in the comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video with your friends and comrades, especially those who are following the future of the ANC closely. Thanks for watching, and as always, see you next time.